So let me ask you something. Let's say your story's true, right? That will make you some kind of significant individual. So, what I'm wondering is, would it be okay if they put up a statue to you?
What?
I mean, you know, our statues are kind of controversial these days.
Statues?
Yeah, I mean, all the protests and that, but if it was someone like you, I just wondered, would it make a difference?
What?
No, because people wouldn't protest, would they?
Wait, why would anyone protest if they put up a statue of you?
That's the point, they wouldn't. They wouldn't protest about a statue of you, but they might for someone like me.
Are they building a statue of you?
No, what I'm saying is...
What are you saying?
Hello there. Thanks for waiting.
I didn't know I had a choice about it.
Now then, you lost your passport. Is that right, Ms?
Afsari, yes.
And where did you lose it?
I don't know.
I see. And what was your point of origin?
Oh, wait, you hear this?
Almaty.
And that's in Pakistan, isn't it?
Kazakhstan.
Is that where you're from, Miss Absari?
Am I from Kazakhstan? No, I'm French.
Sorry?
I'm French. From France?
You have French citizenship?
Yes.
The passport you lost was French?
Yes. I told all this to your colleague here already.
I understand. I'm asking you these questions to make sure I understand your situation. So, you flew from Almaty to FECKLESTICKS and you lost your passport somewhere along the way?
Yes.
Did you have any stopovers along the way?
Just FECKLESTICKS.
I see. And what is the purpose of your visit to the United Kingdom?
Transit.
Sorry?
Transit. I'm on my way back to France. Where I'm from. You see, I was supposed to be on 2:15 to Nice, but this is all taking a lot longer than I expected.
I understand. I'm just asking you these questions to make sure I understand your situation. What was the purpose of your visit to Kazakhstan?
Oh, wait, you hear this?
Our landing site is in Kazakhstan.
Landing site?
Says she's an astronaut.
Cosmonaut.
Well,
What?
I'm a cosmonaut. I was working with the Russian Space Agency. I just spent 3 months in space. We landed in Kazakhstan, and after a few days of recovery, I was cleared to go back home. But I lost my passport on the way.
Do you have any other connections to Kazakhstan?
Connections?
friends, family.
No, it was my first time there. Why?
You have any other passports?
I do not.
Have you ever studied abroad?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did my secondary education at Folkestone and my master's in aeronautical engineering at Cambridge.
I see. Yeah, I can hear something in your accent.
Yeah, you don't seem French.
I'm sorry?
Well, you just expect French people to have a particular accent, don't you?
What is your date of birth?
March 14, 1988.
You're very young.
I suppose.
No, I mean for an astronaut.
I'm fairly close to the average age for a cosmonaut.
And do you happen to remember your passport number?
I do not. Look, can I just call my embassy? Perhaps they can give me an emergency passport.
We'll get to that, Miss Afsari.
Sadaf, please.
Sorry?
Please call me Sadaf. I don't like to be called Miss Afsari.
I see. So, you left France for Kazakhstan 3 months ago.
No, I went to Moscow first, then we transferred to Kazakhstan a few days later.
And then you...
Went to space.
Well, it's certainly an unusual story.
Isn't it?
Well, you can call the Russian Space Agency too, you know? Or even just Google my name. I think I'm on Wikipedia.
Wikipedia? Oh, they should definitely put up a statue of you.
They're putting up a statue to you.
Am I permitted to see a lawyer?
You're not suspected of any wrongdoing. You're not under arrest, Miss Afsari. Sorry, Sasha.
Sadaf.
Beg your pardon, Sadaf. You're not under arrest or anything. This is just routine. I'm just asking you these questions to make sure I understand your situation.
Am I permitted to go in that case?
This is all just routine.
Just need to ask you a few more questions and we'll see about sorting out emergency papers for you.
How long do you intend to stay in the UK?
I don't. I plan to leave as soon as I can. The only reason I'm here is because there aren't a great many flights from Almaty to Nice, so I had to stop here.
Okay, Sadaf, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask my colleague here to contact our counterparts in Kazakhstan and see if they've got any details of you from when you checked in. You've got your flight number? Yes. In the meantime, would you like some more coffee?
Oh, tea, please.
Jim, could you?
That's it. You want milk?
In my tea? Of course not.
Been an astronaut for long?
Cosmonaut. It's a long process, it's hard to say. But this was my first mission, so technically not that long now.
What's it like? It's so exciting.
Yes, it was. It's a lot of hard work. It's frightening at times. Nothing really prepares you for it.
No, I suppose not.
And nothing could have prepared us for this.
Losing your passport?
A pandemic.
Oh, right, yeah. Strange times.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
What?
In these strange times. I mean, the news, the people I spoke to at home, the people at the airport, everyone's using that exact phrase.
Just fits, doesn't it?
I suppose. Well, you all had a few months to get used to this.
Yeah.
Up there we were dealing with strange times of our own.
Surprising how quickly we all got used to all this social distancing and shielding and clapping. All the changes, really. Must be so strange to come back after a few months away and find everything suddenly changed for the first time.
Up there we talked more about last times, actually.
Last times?
Yeah. Mostly, you don't know if you're doing something for the last time. It's sobering to think of all those lonely funerals, all those abandoned weddings. It's really sad to think of all those people who saw their grandchildren for the last time before the lockdown. Probably didn't even know it until it was too late. Or those people who live for some annual event. Imagine those guys who fought in the war and went to every VE Day celebration until this year. Even the ones you should be able to predict. I mean, my niece finished secondary education this year. They were planning to celebrate, but it's postponed.
My nephew was supposed to finish this year too. It's terribly sad for them.
Do you think it will take much longer?
Can't say, I'm afraid. This doesn't happen very often. I mean, we get British citizens coming back with lost passports, but it doesn't happen very often with foreign nationals.
Do you think I'm getting home today?
I really can't say, I'm afraid.
Thank you.
Oh, Matty is hopeless. He couldn't even get hold of anyone who speaks proper English. We're not even sure they knew what we were asking. Anyway, they refused.
Fine, I'll try the Russians. Honestly though, if we have no luck...
I know.
I'll be back shortly.
Is there any news?
Not just yet, but sit tight and we'll get you sorted as soon as we can.
What if you can't help me?
Jim here will explain that to you now.
We'll have to send you back to Kazakhstan.
What?
You need a valid passport to enter the UK. You don't have one.
I'm not trying to enter the UK, I'm trying to leave the UK.
Can you just calm down? I'm sure we'll sort this out.
I mean, what do you all think is so special about this country anyway? And no offense, but I can't get out of here fast enough.
Okay, just calm down. What's so bad about the UK?
Look, there's nothing wrong about the UK, but I have a very good job, a family, an apartment in France. Do you really think there's something so incredible about the UK that I want to throw all that away and try to barge in here without a passport?
I don't know. The point is, you don't have the documents. And don't take this the wrong way, but you don't seem French.
Oh, well, I am French. And it's not perfect either, but it's my home and I'm proud of it. You English can't carry on as though the whole world is beating down the door trying to get into your precious country.
Well, a lot of people are trying to get in here. I don't suppose things would be any different if you turned up in Paris without a passport. You all want to live here?
In England? I have lived here. I used to like it, but this Brexit thing made you all crazy.
Well, you live in Europe. You only get one side of the story, don't you?
I'm not taking a side. I'm not for or against. But you do know that we all see your television, your newspapers. We all use the same social media. I don't have strong feelings about the EU, don't assume. It's just clear as day that Brexit made you all mad.
Suppose I'm the same. Don't care much either way. Don't suppose most people do, but
It's the ones that want our Brexit are so easy to wind up. That's before you even mention Remainers. What do you mean, wind up? You know, make fun of them, goad them, get a bit of a rise out of them, just for fun, you understand. But they take it all so seriously, don't they? As soon as someone says something they don't agree with, they're all red in the face and furious. Oh, it's priceless. Of course they are. I mean, doesn't matter which side you're on, this whole thing will have very real consequences for everyone. Well, they all say that, don't they? Seems to me things never change that much way, no matter what way I voted. I mean, things aren't getting any better now, are they? Why should I believe what any of them says? What difference could it make anyway? Looks like what drives me crazy don't have no effect on you. But I'm gonna keep on at it till it drives you crazy too. What?
It's a poem. Langston Hughes.
Oh. Fairly nicely sums up my views on Brexit, yeah.
The poem is called Evil.
Don't you work for the Russians?
Sometimes, yes.
What they got to say about Brexit then?
I'm not sure the Russian Space Agency has an official position on Brexit.
Yeah, well, why work for the Russians? Why not work for the French?
I have worked for the European Space Agency and I probably will again.
Yeah, but why the Russians then?
Because they needed somebody with my skills for a mission involving space travel?
It feels like some people might think you're on the wrong side.
Wrong side of what? Space?
But personally, I don't buy into this whole Russia is behind everything bad that happens in this world. I'm just saying that some people think that. I'm not agreeing with them. I'm just saying that some people think that.
Most of us involved in space aren't interested in nationalism.
Sure. Suppose it's all going to get privatised soon anyway, isn't it?
Space?
Yeah, it should really get things going at last.
What do you mean?
Well, private stuff. It's more efficient, isn't it?
I don't know about that. It feels like it's good for some things to belong to everyone, no? Not sure we would feel the same about the moon landing if they planted a company flag up there.
Well, of course you want the public sector to get these things started, don't you? But sooner or later, private businesses need to get involved.
Do they?
You flew over here on a private airline, didn't you? Imagine the government of Kazakhstan still owned the airline. There'd be no competition. You'd have to pay what the airline wanted you to. And there'd be delays, poor service, the works.
There's only one airline flying from Almaty to FECKLESTICKS. It's private, expensive, and one of the worst flights I've ever taken. Besides, don't you work for the government?
Me? No. Why?
Immigration and customs surely must be a public function.
Oh, I see what you mean. No, UK borders outsources all that stuff.
You work for a private security company?
Technically, yes.
And your colleague too?
Yeah.
I'm being detained here by some random company in a country I didn't even want to stop in?
No, you're not being detained. We're not some random company. You have been asked to undergo extra screening because you couldn't provide the correct documentation. We perform these services on behalf of the British government.
Right. But if I have a complaint about this, I'm a customer, not a citizen, right?
No, I'm sure that...
I haven't been asked to undergo extra screening. If I'd been asked, I would have said no, and I would be landing home soon instead of stuck here, wouldn't I?
You have Instagram?
What?
Just seems like it'd be really cool if there was national on Instagram.
There must be 30 astronauts on Instagram already.
Really? Bet none look like you, though. I'm just making conversation. What are you doing travelling during a pandemic anyway? I thought everyone was advised against any unnecessary travel.
I'm sorry, but am I actually obliged to answer these questions? I mean, I understand you work on behalf of the government, but can you please tell me why these questions are justified?
Just a bit upset, that's all.
Well, of course I'm upset. You might be about to send me off to Kazakhstan without a passport.
Just making conversation.
I haven't been home for more than 3 months. It's been terribly isolating, and now with this pandemic, I can't even do most of the things I was looking forward to doing when I got back.
I see.
My mom is a doctor. She's been working overtime for months. She's not young anymore. Dad is gone. She's all alone and working in an ICU. If she gets sick...
My sister's a nurse. Came out of retirement when the crisis started. Seems like the first time in my life that people actually appreciate the work properly. Still, you worry about them, don't you? Hold on a minute.
Hello again, thanks for waiting.
Did I have a choice this time?
Now, I've spoken to someone in Moscow and they said they're willing to share their records. Because your visa to Russia should still be valid, they expect they still have records of you.
Okay.
So they're going to look into it and they promise to get back to us with the paperwork within about 10 working days.
What?
Of course, then we're going to have to verify it, then we'll have to ask the French authorities to issue...
What do I do in the meantime?
Well, a return flight to Kazakhstan is still an option, of course, or there's a facility here at the airport you can stay in while you're waiting for this to be sorted out.
A facility? You mean a prison, don't you?
No, a facility run by the company we work for. You'd be obliged to share a room, of course, but the costs are quite modest.
Costs? You would charge me for this? Am I free to go outside if I need to?
Not technically, no.
Technically?
Let's go.
Where?
Flight leaving to Marseille in about an hour. You'll have to hurry.
Yeah, but you can't...
I cleared it with the French. There'll be someone waiting for you from the Interior Ministry on the ground with temporary documents.
Oh, really? Thank God.
Seems like they know who you are. You're lucky. The name Sadaf Sharmin opens a few doors.
Afsari?
What?
Afsari. Sadaf Afsari.
Best hurry.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Goodbye.